Your hand is going to be just fine, Chris. I just want to assure you that you'll have no further problems.
Thanks to you. I don't know what I would have done had you not been able to perform the surgery.
Yeah, I'm just glad I was still available.
That's what I feel so guilty about. Now I've interrupted your honeymoon.
Oh, no, don't worry about us, Chris. We'll still go to Chile. And, you know, since we're waiting for our flight here in Port Charles, we've already started our honeymoon.
Well, you see, there, I have a very resourceful new bride. Not to mention a very beautiful one.
Now, I say the magic word, hi-ho silver, and hang on, voila.
Oh, Robert, I'm impressed.
Oh, you ought to be impressed. It's an airline ticket. Now, a few more magic words here. Let me think. Doesn't matter. Voila, 2 airline tickets.
Well, this is getting better and better, except I've no idea what you're talking about.
Fly with me, fair maiden. Let me take you away from all of this.
Connie? Who's Spencer?
Hi. Would you believe I recognize the voice?
Good. Would you believe I've called to proposition you?
This early in the morning?
Honey, early morning, noon, or late at night. You interested?
Very. What's the proposition?
Oh, now, wait a minute. Hold on to yourself here. It's a little personal to talk about over the phone. Would you like to eat with me? Lunch. At the diner.
I will run all the way.
Do that. I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
The song, it sort of goes, I like New York in June. The next part of it is, how about you? And I've just asked it.
Are we going to New York?
Just a couple of days. Hey, come on, look, let's face it. We could use the break. But anyway, before you say no, let me tell you all the wonderful ideas I have in mind.
I can imagine.
All right, to start with. A couple of Broadway shows. Dinner at Lake Club. But before all of that, a nice little trot around Central Park in a hansom cab. Then dancing at the top of the world. The A1 Deluxe Tour all the way.
Oh, it does sound lovely, Robert.
Guaranteed. Deal?
Well,
wait. I did leave out one itty-bitty detail.
What?
I'll reserve a 2-bedroom suite for us so that you'll have the same privacy there that you have here.
It sounds wonderful.
Come on, I think we could use them. We've got to get away from here. The pressure, everything. Have I missed out any details?
No, I can't think of any.
All right, now, here is the pièce de résistance. From here on in, right at this second, I'm going to sing to you the entire 74 versions of New York, New York in Mohican.
In Mohican?
I don't want to keep you both, but there's something I don't understand.
About your hand?
Yeah, I thought it was all fixed, and now I find myself back in surgery. Why?
Well, we'll deal with that in just a second, my friend. But first, I want to assure you there's no permanent damage.
Why the sudden inflammation?
Because you didn't follow my orders. You overdid the practicing.
I can't help it. When I really get into a piece, I lose track of time.
I see that, because I distinctly told you were to limit it to a maximum of 1 hour a day. You obviously didn't.
Yeah, more like 4.
And the result was the inflammation.
I guess I did bear down on it a little bit, but it's only because I wanted to play so well at your wedding.
Oh, Chris, when we said you'd play at our wedding, we were just teasing. You knew that.
But I really wanted to play.
And you will. You will. As soon as the good doctor here says it's all right.
How soon will that be?
Take it easy, will you? We haven't even gone on a honeymoon yet.
Yeah, because I loused it up.
Oh, no, you did no such thing. We're getting on a plane to Santiago Friday night.
The Andes have been in Chile for a long time, Chris. I think they can hold out until we get there.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little better, almost like I'm forgiven.
All we want is for you to recover completely.
And you will if you'll take it easy. And stop worrying about our honeymoon while you're at it. I guarantee you, Celia and I are going to have a wonderful trip.
So send me a postcard.
From a honeymoon? No, we don't plan to have the time.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, Chris.
Thank you.
He'll be fine.
Well, I know. Security behind him, I know he will. He's so nice.
Yes, he is. You know, darling, while we're here, there are a couple of other patients I ought to check on.
Oh, no, Grant. You said that you'd get someone to cover for you.
Yes, I did, but as long as I'm...
No, not back to business so soon.
You're right. I'm sorry. This should be our private time together.
And I know it. It's one of the reasons why I was so...
Excuse us.
So sorry to let the hotel room go.
Well, if you're worried about that, you can forget it. You happen to have a very resourceful husband.
I do?
Mm-hmm. I called the hotel, and the bridal suite was still available, so I reserved it.
Oh, Grant, how wonderful. I just hope the Quartermains don't wonder why we're not coming back.
Oh, no, that's taken care of also. I called, spoke with Lila, and explained it. She said it was an excellent idea. And to quote her exactly, she said we should stay away and enjoy ourselves.
Well, we ought to be able to do that in the bridal suite.
We ought to. We can't get a nonstop to Chile for a few days, but in the interim, the honeymoon continues. You happy?
Oh, yes, you know I am.
Dr. Lombardi, call the clinic. Dr. Lombardi, call the clinic. Nurse Bath, Nurse Helen.
Darling,
Call it
there really are a couple of things I have to take care of here.
Must you?
Yeah, I really have to. They won't take long. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go back to the hotel and I'll see you back there?
Well, I guess I could unpack a few things.
Do that. I'll get back as soon as I can.
I'll be waiting.
I'll be there. Did you see that I was with my wife?
Listen, man, wait.
All right. What is it?
Special orders just came in from DVX Control. They want a progress report on Gerald and all his work on the disc.
How soon?
You really have to ask that. They want it immediately. The time has come to penetrate Gerald's lab.
That's going to be tough. And dangerous.
Are you having an attack of nerves, comrade?
Don't be ridiculous.
It is your responsibility now.
I'm aware of that, and what's more, I'm trained to accept it.
Then I can report that it will be done as ordered.
Of course it will be done.
Keep your voice down.
Have you thought about a plan for getting into the office?
I wasn't told to do that.
I'm simply asking if you have any suggestions.
Just the obvious. You need the time to get in the lab, to search out the disc. You need all that time. Gerald had better be a long way away.
Or occupied. Yes, I think that's a must. He's got to be lured away from that office. Some sort of a decoy.
I agree.
Something that will make sure he doesn't return to the office unexpectedly.
Obviously, so that you will have enough time to get inside the lab.
Now, I can manage the door just fine. What I have to deal with now is a way to make sure that Gerald is kept busy elsewhere. Any ideas?
At the moment, no. But that's not my job. It's your job. You figure it out.
I will.
How soon?
Damn it, I don't know. Will you stop interrogating me?
I'm just doing my job. Now you do yours.
Don't worry, I will.
Hey, hello, Doc.
Oh, hello, Luke. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Earth to Dr. Putnam.
I'm sorry. I guess it's that newly married attitude.
Oh, yeah, by the way, congratulations.
Well, thank you. Yeah, listen, I apologize if I seem preoccupied. I'm working on solving a problem.
An operation?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Well, that's no problem. But tell me something. Don't surgeons take honeymoons?
Well, this one certainly does, but, well, as a matter of fact, we were already on our way and got called back for an emergency. Take care of the leg.
You too. Hey, thanks, man. We'll see you later. Hello, sorry, am I late?
No, not at all. I see you ran into Dr. Putnam.
Yeah. You know, the thing about newlyweds is for a day or so, some of them are not carrying a full sea bag.
Why, what did he say?
Just a bunch of weird stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Luke, what did he say to you?
What's the matter with you? Why are you acting so guilty?
Don't be silly. I'm just worried that he must have said something about your condition.
My condition? What, he's going to know something I don't know or you don't know? I mean, you're the best therapist there is, aren't you?
Well, you're right there. Let's get started on your therapy. Come on.
Following you, Kimasabi.
You're in a wonderfully good mood.
I am, no kidding. I feel fine.
You're walking well, too.
Thank you.
How about, if maybe you take a walk without the cane?
Do you mean that?
Let's try.
Oh, honey, stand back. Watch this. Ooh. All right?
All right. All right. I approve.
Good.
I approve. As long as there's no strain on those legs.
There won't be. You mean I can do that?
You can do that.
Oh, listen, everything is coming together now.
What else?
My job, for one.
Oh, the restaurant and casino. Sure.
Yeah, it's doing really well. We're ahead of schedule. I got a little money in my pocket because I have a salary now.
Good for you.
Yeah, well, that's not all. I got a date this afternoon with a hot tomato for lunch.
Really?
Yeah, her name is Connie. Constance. Whatever. Anyway, you would like her.
As long as she makes you happy.
Well, not yet, but if I had my way, she will. She's something.
Obviously. Now, can I please have my way with you?
Oh.
Yes? On with the therapy? Yes?
Yeah, one thing, though. I want to settle something up with you.
What's that?
Your bill.
Look, I never presented you with a bill.
I know. That's a problem. You put a lot of hours and a lot of time into me, and you've never asked for a cent. I'm making a little money now, and I want to pay you back, okay?
Forget it. That was a labor of love. And it still is.
I owe you money. I'm going to pay you back.
Look, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. I need to do this. Now, I can't do it all at once, but we could set up a schedule so that I can give you payments, all right?
Luke, I don't want to...
I want it! Natalie, I need it. I need to pay you back. I mean it.
All right, I see that.
Okay.
You're sure?
I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. I got people I owe to. You are the first. So let me do that, all right? And if you don't, if you refuse, let's just look at it this way. We either work together on a business basis or we don't work together no more. All right?
All right, I will prepare a very lengthy bill and present it to you, okay? Now, can we please get on with the therapy? Huh?
Yeah, don't make the bill too lengthy. Watch me walk. Here I go.
Bravo.
The kid is moving. Hey.
Hey, hey. Good for you.
Oh, thank you.
Be careful in there. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you something?
No, shoot.
The other day when you drove me to the wedding,
Yeah, what about it?
I was afraid that maybe you got upset.
Upset? What would I get upset about?
Oh, when you saw Holly, I just saw that look that came over.
What look are you talking about? There wasn't any look there. You must have been imagining it.
Was I?
Yeah. Listen, Natalie. Holly is, part of something that, I don't think about anymore. That's over.
Really?
I mean it, definitely.
Well, if that's true, I'm glad for you.
It is true, so be glad. She is, part of the past. I never think about her. Never.
Never?
Never.
Surprise!
Well, what is this? You look like the cover of a travel magazine.
Is that good?
Very good. And they look great.
I decided we really should have a set of matched luggage, sort of his and hers.
Does this mean what I think it means?
It might.
That we can take little trips and often?
I think we should make it a regular habit.
How often is often?
As often as I can get away.
I'd love it. You know, I'm really excited about this trip to New York.
I'm glad. Do you think that it, might take your mind off things?
Now, that is a loaded question.
Deliberately, but only if you want to answer it.
Robert, there isn't anything that we can't talk about, including Luke.
Think about him.
Not as much as you think. Maybe now is a good time for me to explain something.
Only if you want to.
No, I want to. Just because you and I are not totally back together again yet doesn't mean that Luke is on my mind.
I like your use of the word yet.
What?
You said that we aren't totally back together again yet. That means that it's possible.
Yeah, I suppose it does.
You know, I have a philosophy.
You have lots of philosophies.
Mm-hmm. But this one pertains just to you and I.
Oh?
Sometimes I think I pressure you too much. You know, it's, Holly, how are you? How do you feel? Is it him? Is it me? Is it someone else? Do you want to talk? Etc., etc. Well, I think I'm pushing you a bit too much.
Not really. If you have a question on your mind, you shouldn't hold back.
Well, you see, that's where the philosophy comes in. I think I've got to give you more room.
What if that's not what I want?
Normally, I'd ask you what you want. But you see, this is part of the philosophy. From now on, I'm going to let you come to me. When you want to, and when you're ready. In short, what I'm trying to say is that I understand what you're going through.
You know, you really amaze me.
Come on, tell me. Is it the superior powers of reasoning? Is it the cute smile? Is it the piercing blue eyes? Come on.
No. It's your sensitivity. It's really incredible. Sorry, I shouldn't go on like that.
Only if you mean it.
I do.
Jed? Luke.
Hey there, Luke. How you doing?
Hey, I'm just great, man. How's things up on the mountain?
Oh, just about the same. You know, the mountain never changes. Oh, except when you were here, of course. Hey, how you walking? Pretty good now?
Hey, man, you wouldn't even recognize me. I'm taking rumba lessons.
Great.
Yeah. Listen, the reason I called you is I put an envelope in the mail for you. And there's a note in it which will explain everything, but you ought to get it any day now.
What's it for?
Well, that's what I called to explain. I sent some money up there, and I have it broken down in 3 ways. The first thing is that I owe Shirley some money, and I would really appreciate it if you would pay her back.
Oh, sure will. No problem there.
Good. And then the second piece of that check goes to the Indian Head Hospital. Call it a donation in lieu of a thank you.
Oh, well, I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Is that it?
No, man. No, the most important part is the big hunk for you. It's all spelled out in the note.
Oh, well, it's mighty nice of you. Hey, you sure you can afford it?
Listen, pal, I cannot afford to not pay you back for everything you did for me. And I'm making a little scratch now, man. I want to share it.
Oh, great. I'd expect you to say something like that. You know, I figured as soon as you guys, you struck all down there in Port Charles, we'd be the first to know.
Oil, huh? It's funny you should mention oil. You'll never know how funny.
Why is that?
You'd never know how funny. The thing is, I don't talk about oil anymore. I don't even use oil on my salad.
But you do have a job down there, huh?
Yeah, man, I got a good job. I got a piece of the action, and from here on in, there's nowhere to go but up.
Hey, that's great to hear, Luke. Hey, not that I ever thought that you wouldn't, land on your feet.
So to speak. I mean, you can do that if your feet's working, right?
Well, you sure must be working real good. It's been real great talking to you, Luke. Listen, I'll take care of that, and you just stay well now, you hear?
Yeah, listen, man, why don't you make a quick trip down here for a little chess game or something?
Little chess? Yeah, I could stand that.
I'd like to see you. Take care.
Okay, good enough. Bye-bye.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you come in.
Well, you were busy on the phone. What was so funny?
Funny?
Well, you mentioned something about oil.
Oh, Oh, yeah, well, see, this is a friend of mine who knows a lot about me, but he didn't know that I was involved once in an oil swindle.
You? Now I'm surprised.
Oh, well, I hope I always surprise you. Always. I learned something in that, you know.
What?
I learned that even if you are completely in love with somebody, you never completely trust them.
Now, that's a strange remark to make. Okay, whatever you say. Now, when do I get propositioned?
Step into my office.
Thank you.
All right.
Celia?
Tom Grant, I'll be there in a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, Grant.
What? Oh, hello, darling. No problem.
Get everything done?
At the hospital? Oh, yes, I'm through for the day.
Oh, wonderful. And I also called and checked on our reservations, and we're confirmed for Chile Friday at midnight.
Good. You know, I was thinking about that.
Oh, you want to go earlier? So do I know, but the first available non-stop flight from Kennedy Airport is that night.
No, that flight is fine. But what I was thinking is, and mind you, this is just an idea.
Well, lead on. I like your ideas.
Good. Well, I was thinking that as long as we're going to be in town until Friday, we should give a party.
Party? You mean here?
Well, someplace like the Versailles Room, somewhere like that. Not a big party, understand, but I thought it would be a nice gesture to invite the people who gave us such a beautiful wedding.
A delightful idea.
It was sort of a thank you to the wedding group. People like, well, obviously the Quartermains, Robert and Holly, Dr. Gerald.
I think that's a very nice thing to do. Yes. It's just too bad that my father had to go back to New York, but I'm sure everyone else will be available.
Yes.
Well, I'm very proud of you for thinking about that.
You don't mind the trouble?
Trouble? It won't be any trouble at all. I'll just get a hold of the maitre d' at the Versailles Room, and he can take care of it from there.
Good.
Maybe we should make a list so we might be sure not to forget anyone.
Celia?
What?
Do you think that maybe we ought to make that list later?
Yes, that was what I was thinking. Grant?
What?
Is there something else? You seem a trifle preoccupied.
I haven't a thought in my head. Well, maybe just one.
Are you sure? I can always tell when you're thinking of something else.
At a time like this? Never.
Prove it.
I intend to do exactly that. What a question.
What?
As if I could possibly be thinking anything else.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.